boy Keedron, and I have another video for you today. This is going to be a photography video, and as you seen in the title, we have the Sigma 200 F2.
I love you like la 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 la. I love you like la 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 la. I love you like la 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 la.
Man, I am so excited. When I used the 200 F2 was a very long time ago when I was with the Nikon system, and I've been begging Sigma to bring out a 200 F2. This 200 F2 is great for sports, but I love it for wildlife and for portraits. And today we have Cori in the building. Now look at Cori over there getting ready. Whoop, whoop. Hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Yeah, so this 200 F2 is absolutely amazing. Before I show it to you, I want to hit us back up in the house so we can go over a few features of the 200 F2, and I'll be right back in just a second. The Sigma 200mm F2 DG/DN Sport lens is real, and I had the chance to test it firsthand. This isn't just another telephoto. This is Sigma listening to what creators like us have been asking for: a fast, long prime with beautiful compression, sharpness, and build quality that matches its performance. Now let me walk you through my first impressions, how it performed during a portrait shoot, and where I think it fits in the lens landscape. Now before we dive in, here's an important note. This lens I tested was a prototype, but while the physical construction is final, the firmware may still be updated before the official release, which will be now because you're watching the video. And based on what I've experienced, Sigma is very close to delivering a darn masterpiece. This is a beautiful beast. The moment I pulled it out of the case, I was struck by how lightweight it was. And the Sony E-mount version is about 1,800 grams. That's 3.9 pounds. And it also comes in an L-mount version, which is 1,820 grams, which is around about 4 pounds. Now for comparison, the Sigma 105 1.4 lens is around 1,520 grams. That's about 3.3 pounds. Now yet the 200mm F2 actually feels lighter in use thanks to more balance and weight distribution. The matte finish, the sleek body feels premium in my hands, and surprisingly, it's easy to handhold for short periods of time. The real world performance is sharp, it's fast, and it is dreamy. I took the 200mm out on a shoot with Cori, one of my go-to portrait models, and let me tell you, this lens delivered. Autofocus is fast, it locks onto the subject with minimum hunting. The sharpness is incredible, even wide open at f2. And the bokeh, just wait until you see the results and definitely let me know in the comments. Now this lens is built for portrait shooters and indoor sports photographers. Now you can take it outdoors, but I feel like in that instance, you may need, depending on if you're shooting football or something, you may need something longer, but this lens is very capable of doing that for you as well. Now I'm gonna tell you just some specs. The front element is gonna be 105 millimeters. You got an optical design of 19 elements in 14 groups. And the stabilization has the OS2 with up to 6.5 stops of compensation. It's gonna have 2 modes here. And the first mode 1 is going to be for general shooting. Mode 2 is going to be for those panning shots, those quick whip pans. And it has a nano porous coating. I hope I said that right. It has a thermal shield coating that helps minimize heat absorption in the outdoor elements. Now we have a new tripod collar, the new TS171 collar, and it's compatible with Arca Swiss. This lens retails for $3,299. Wow. One thing to keep in mind, if you're using an electronic front curtain shutter, I recommend you turning it off, especially when shooting wide open at high shutter speeds. You may notice some bokeh clipping otherwise. Some folks will want to compare this lens to the 105 1.4, the Sigma 135 1.8, or even Sigma 70-200 f 2.8. But let me be clear, this lens stands alone and it ain't no comparison. Sure, you can replicate the depth of field artificially, but the look that the Sigma 200mm f2 gives you is organically, and it's in a league of its own. The background separation, the color rendering, and the sharpness, man, it is really unmatched. It wowed me when the first shot I took. Y'all for taking this little break. I wanted to step in from inside the house just to show you what a comparison will be with the 200mm f2 by Sigma, the 70-200, and the 105. Now, I don't have my 135 1.8 to give you comparison with that one because Samantha has that lens right now. And so I'm just gonna give you these three. The closest one I think that you would probably wanna know is if I got the 70-200 and I shot at 200 at f2.8, is it that big of a difference for the price point of this lens? And that really depends on you. Yes, the 70-200 2.8, it's absolutely beautiful, and you can add the blur in post, but the blur that comes out of this is just organic and it just looks so smooth. And I really don't think you can replicate that. And if you can get closer to the 200. So is buying a 70-200 from Sigma worth you upgrading to the 200mm f2? All right, so this shot right here is gonna be with the 200 f2. There, and I'm gonna bring this down just a little bit just so we're level on the eyes. Here we go, 3, 2, and 1. That shot right there is 1/400 of a second, f2, ISO 50. We're gonna get our settings back right again. We're gonna go all the way to 200, right there. And here we go. Actually, the same settings don't look bad. That's +3, but I'm gonna bump up the ISO to match what I was doing +3 on the other one. So here we go. Tracking is beautiful. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna take another shot. 1, 2, 3. But to get the same compression, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring this in a little bit more to kind of try to make it equal. I think that might be it. 3, 2, 1. Take another shot. .105, the 70-200, and the f2 are absolutely amazing. And here is the test. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back in and we're gonna wrap this up, and then we're gonna head out to the shoot with Cori. I'm gonna see y'all in just a second. The images I captured with Cori, there's no background blur added in post. It's just my standard color grade. The lens pretty much did all the heavy lifting. What I'm gonna do first, I'm gonna turn off my trigger. And before I pull the light meter out, I wanna get my background. So I know I wanna shoot at f2 at ISO 50 because I want the lowest ISO possible. Oh my God, that looks beautiful. That is so sharp. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna shoot it correctly exposed at 1/320th of a second, and I'm gonna show y'all what this shot looks like right here. All right, Cori, you ready? Just like that. 3, this is a natural light shot. 3, 2, and 1. Since I have my settings, I'm at 320 f2, ISO 50. I'm gonna put that in my light meter, and I'm gonna meter my light. That's f4, so what we want to do is we want to bring this power down to at least have f2. That's 3.6. We're at 1/4 power. That's f2. So I'm at 1/16 power right there. So hold that right there. 3, 2, and 1. There you go. One more. 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. But I think what I want to do, Wayne, I want to bring another light in. Like, I want to have a backlight because I feel like you know, we're missing something on the back. What we have now, we added a backlight because I feel like when I'm looking at the image, I feel like I want to have, like I love the way it looks, but I want a backlight in there. And I'm going to be shooting, I'm shooting at 5600 Kelvin, but I think I'm just going to go to auto white balance because the Sony looks really good for that. All right, so then all we need to do is we need to go to our B light. And then, so what kind of ratio I'm going for right now is 2-to-1. So basically what 2-to-1 means is the light on this side is gonna be 2 times brighter than this. So if I got this at f2, I'm gonna put this at probably 1.4 to get that kiss of light here. So if I do here, and it says it's under at 1/16 power. Yep, so we're 2-2, so we're 1-to-1. So we're just gonna shoot a 1-to-1. We're not gonna do the 2-to-1 for this setup. Look towards the light just a little bit more with your face. Yep, just like that. 3, 2, and 1. Boom, there it is right there. Absolutely love it. It looks good. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, man, that look great. Look great. So check it out on the screen. Oh God, man, that looks beautiful. Absolutely. Let me get one. 3, 2, and 1. Cori, these look freaking amazing, man. What I'm doing here, I'm feathering the light. So you're gonna be on your phone like you're waiting on somebody. And I'm gonna be shooting like right here. Yeah, just like that, just like that. And I got the light feathered. So the reason why I'm feathering, I don't want it direct on it. So it's feathered this way. And I have this one that's going to give us this nice little hair light. So I'm gonna meter for it. And I'm gonna see first, I'm gonna turn my camera off and I'm gonna see what my background should look like. Let's do that now. And we're gonna get low for this one. 3, 2, and 1, looking down at your phone. Cori, that is freaking beautiful. I love that light meter. I love it, I love it, I love it. Light perfect every single time. Sigma, baby, Sigma. Ain't no other brand beating Sigma. The 200 F2, what? Hype me up, hype me up, hype me up. So Cori, for this shot, it's like we're gonna pretend you're getting some clothes out. All right, and I guess, do you have anything that we can put in there? Yeah, let's just put a few items in there. Yeah, just hit it from here. I'll have Cori to go back for behind the scenes for this one. Yeah, 3, 2. And 125, I still like that. It's 1 stop under, that's good. So I'm gonna turn this trigger back on. We're still at the same settings. So you're gonna be opening it up like you're looking down and you're seeing the road, right? So right here. So that's under. Two. F2. So we're at F2, that's 132 power at plus 0.6, and now we're gonna do our B light. We're gonna do this at F2 as well. All right, so for this pull out like you're looking down at it, and I'm gonna get that shot too, just so I have it. 3, 2, 1, just like you're normally doing. I'll catch it. Mess with it. Yep, pull it out. Perfect. Now look down the road. Here we go. And here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Look down here. Eyes follow the nose. 3, 2, and 1. The Sigma 200 f2 is beautiful. I remember why I love this lens so much when I was shooting Nikon. Like, this is my portrait lens. Out of all the lenses, I love this lens. I love how it renders. I just love the way it just does everything. Like, I have the 85. The 85 looks beautiful. The 135 looks beautiful. The 105 looks absolutely beautiful. But it's just something about that 200 f2. And I really appreciate Sigma for listening to us as consumers to bring the 200 f2 out. Now, I have got to get this lens. I'm gonna beg my wife. It's an investment. So basically, this is an investment, and it's gonna bring me back to the love of shooting photography again. And of course, it's so many different photographers out here, and we shoot all different kind of things, and everybody has their own style. This is my style. I love bokeh. I love colors in the background. I love adding light to it. Using the light meter takes the guesswork out of it. Now, before I was using a light meter, I used the Godox system, TTL with TCM, and it works. But this, I dial it in, and I already know when I get back to my camera, I am ready to go. So let's just recap. You want to take your camera. Instead of getting the ambient with the light meter, you get the ambient of the background first. You meter that. I normally bring it like underexposed, like -0.3 or one stop under. And then from that point, I add those values into my Sekonic 858, right? And then I come, and whatever aperture that I have, if it's f2, I want to make sure that light is at f2. F2 is going to give you the correct exposure. The closer the light, the softer the light. I have it a little bit further away, so it's giving us a little bit harder, and I have it double diffused. And for this backlight, sometimes I'll use a reflector, but I'm just using a quickie right now, double diffused, and they're pretty much at 128, whatever I said in the video, but it definitely works. Okay, so Cori came with this denim outfit, looks really good. She has the hat on with this, and we got the sunset in the background. We got a nice little light here, so I'm gonna meter, and then I want that to be f2. So that's f2.2, so I'm gonna bring that light down just to 128, and it says it's under, so let's go up just a little bit more. That's f2. So we're at 128 plus 0.9 on that light. And then for our backlight right here, we're gonna bring it down just a little bit more. And I'm gonna feather it that way right there. And then I want it right here on the shoulder. So turn my dome here. That's at 2.5. It's at 1.256. 2.5. So I'm not gonna be able to go down a little lower. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna back this light up, and the further you go away, the light is gonna fall off. So it's going to allow for me to get an f2. So let's shoot the shot. I'm not metering for high-speed sync anymore, and I forgot that. So if we're not metering for high-speed sync, we need to take this into account, and we need to go back to the regular metering mode because we're at 1/200 of a second. So let's do that. So let's remeter. That sunset right there is beautiful right there. Oh yeah. Yep, it's at 2.2. 2.2. That's f2 right there. Let's go to our B light. That's 1.4. Let's brighten that one up just a little bit. 1.4. That's 1.256. That's 1.6. We're gonna do this at 1.8. 1.6. So 128 plus 1. That's 1.8. Let's try that. So that gave me a 1.8 reading at the back and then an f2 at the front, and it should be great, good to go. With that sunset in the background, baby. This is what I've been looking for right here. Yep, just like that. Yep, perfect. Yeah, let's get that one. So 3, 2, 1. Let me get you one sitting down on it, right there, yep. So let's bump up this ISO. F400, 1/60 of a second. I like that background. Yeah, 1/160 of a second. And then we're shooting at F2 again, so we need the meter for that. It needs to be pointing towards the camera. That's 2.8. 2.2. I can work with 2.2. That's F4. Three, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, F2. Boom. Yep, like that. I want your chin up just like that. So that light is at 2.2. So what I need to do is I got to take this trigger out of the one shoot mode because I need to bring that light down. We're at 256 on B. And then on A, I need to go to 512. All right, now I'm ready. So basically what I had to do is I had to take it out of the 858 because the 858 only goes to 256. And I needed to go to 512. Straight back, yep. Looking at camera, yep. Yes, that's it. Yep. Ready? 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, and 1. Give me one more like that. Yep, just like that. Yep, just like that. Perfect. 3, 2, and 1. Oh man, beautiful. Okay, so I hope you liked that shoot with Cori. It was a blast. We did the country theme. It was amazing. The images came out great. It was just beautiful. And the color grade on it matched with the 200 F2 really just blew me away. This lens has to be in my kit. I am gonna make this doggone investment with the Sigma 200mm F2 because Sigma has done it again. I am thankful to have had the chance to test this lens earlier, and it has already earned a spot in my kit. And I'll be using it even more now that it's officially out. And since I was able to put this out on release date, normally I get products after the fact and it's already saturated in the market, but you're seeing what this lens looks like on a portrait shoot and how it did, and I hope you enjoyed it. We used 2 light setup, we used a light meter. I made that video not for entertainment, but for educational purposes. And so my next video may be a little more fun, but I hope you got value. And if you did, I definitely want you to hit the link in the description below, like and comment, and go follow us at Sigma and 924 Photography on Instagram. And I'll put all our links down below. Now, one other thing that I want to say is thank you to my team, Wayne and my wife, for doing the behind the scenes, because without y'all, I wouldn't have been able to do this. And thank you, Cori, for always coming through and always having your boy back. And I am Sigma Ambassador Keedron Franklin for 2025. Sigma just delivered.
Escucho a Dios, Él me habla. Yo pido de Él, no me mata. Quiero verla. Tengo la fe, me ama. Escucho a Dios, Él me habla. Yo pido de Él, no me pasa. Siempre tú me cuidas, tú me salvas a mí. De la oscuridad de las fantasmas en mí. Todo lo que tengo es gracias a ti. Me salvas a mí, me salvas a mí. Tú siempre me cuidas a mí. Yo nada si no estás aquí. Tú siempre